Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us!
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the lake.
The Elf Submarine.
Your Majesty, may I present the Elf Factory's latest toy, the Elf Submarine.
Ah, yes. Jolly good. Does it float?
Does it float? Of course it floats. Allow us to demonstrate. We carefully chose this day to test the submarine, as there are no other boats on the lake.
Hello, me hearties!
It's Redbeard, the elf pirate!
Yo-ho-ho! Land ahoy!
Should the ship be leaning like that?
Maybe it's the weight of all that treasure.
She's sinking! Abandon ship! Abandon ship! Curses! Me ship and me treasure gone down to the bottom of the sea.
How sad. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a perfect day to test the submarine with no boats on the lake.
But what about Mr. Redbeard's treasure?
Yes, me treasure! How will I get it back?
If only we had some way of sailing underwater to look for it.
Ah, if only. Anyway, back to my submarine. There's
The submarine! We can use the submarine!
Clever Ben!
Hang on. The Elf Submarine is a toy. It's not for going on adventures.
Oh, so it can't go underwater.
Yes, it can.
It'll probably sink like a stone.
No, it will not.
Good. That's that sorted. Captain Redbeard, our submarine is at your service.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But
I'll be needing a crew.
Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard.
Can I come?
And me!
I'd better come too. If there's any trouble, I can use magic to help us.
no, Nanny Plum. There will be no magic on the Elf Submarine.
Because we're elves.
And elves don't do magic. Yes, we know.
Polly, my faithful friend, you'll have to wait here. Mr. Elf, steer the submarine.
Aye, aye.
Ben and Holly, wind up the engine.
Aye, aye, Captain!
What shall I do?
Why, you just sit there and look pretty, my little mermaid.
Oh,
I know this lake. I've sailed on it often.
Are you a sailor?
I was a sailor. I'm not anymore.
Why not?
Big Bad Barry.
Who's Big Bad Barry?
Only the biggest, giganticest, most enormous fish the world has ever seen.
He's eaten 9 of Dad's boats.
You lost 9 boats? I thought I was a bad sailor.
I'm not a bad sailor. I'm just unlucky. That Big Bad Barry is quite big.
And bad.
Dive, if you please, Mr. Elf.
Dive! Dive! Dive!
Oh, it's so pretty.
Look!
Where? What is it?
It's Redbeard's boat!
By Neptune, you're right. Well spotted, Ben.
Oh, for a moment, I thought you'd seen Big Bad Barry.
Ho-ho! Now I can get me treasure back.
Let's get it and go. I don't like it down here.
I love it. All the fish and the flowers.
And that big underwater cloud.
You don't get underwater clouds, me hearty. Shiver me timbers! It's a fish!
It's so big!
It looks bad.
Barry?
It is! It's Big Bad Barry!
He's swimming towards Redbeard's boat.
Oh dear, he's going to eat it.
No! Me treasure! Did you see that? He swallowed it whole, like it were a grape.
Oh, what a shame. Shall we go home then?
Go home? But we haven't got me treasure.
Well, we can't do much about that now.
I never thought I'd say it, but Nanny Plum is right.
Unless you want to sail into Barry's stomach and take your treasure back. This adventure is over.
You're right, me fruity pancake. Take us home, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain Redbeard. Who turned out the lights?
It's all gone dark.
Where are we?
Oh, we must have sailed into a cave. Mr. Elf was chatting instead of looking where he was going.
I was parked.
Well, we're somewhere strange, and no mistake. And I'll shave me beard off if there's not something fishy going on. Turn on the lights, Mr. Elf.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It smells fishy.
What a pong!
Where are we?
Look! Me ship!
There are more boats as well.
It's Bunty, the boat Big Bad Barry ate last winter. That's my old boat, Trixabelle. And there's Fifi. And Miss Boo-Boo.
If all those boats are inside Big Bad Barry...
Then we must be inside Big Bad Barry.
By all that's wet and fishy, you're right! We're in the belly of the big fish!
That explains the smell.
Just think, all those years I tried to catch Barry, and now he's caught me.
How are we going to get out of here?
If we could get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth, we could just sail out.
Oh, very clever, Ben.
Only, how do we get him to open his mouth?
Maybe it's time to ask for a bit of advice.
Can someone answer their phone?
It's not my phone.
It's not mine either.
Oh, it's mine. Hello? Oh, hello, Nanny Plum. What's that? They've got good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
They've found the treasure.
Hooray!
And what's the bad news?
They've been swallowed by a giant fish.
What? Are they okay?
I'll ask. Is my submarine all right? It's not scratched, is it?
Listen, clever clogs. We need your help. How can we get Big Bad Barry to open his mouth?
Someone needs to talk to the fish.
Nanny Plum can speak fish.
Ah, Nanny Plum, you must tell the fish a joke and make him laugh.
That's an idea. A very stupid idea, but an idea.
What's the plan?
I'm going to tell Big Bad Barry a joke to make him laugh.
What utter nonsense!
It was the wise old elf's idea.
It's brilliant.
Everyone back in the sub! Get ready to sail!
What's a good fish joke? I know.
Did it work?
I don't know. He might not get it.
Something's happening.
I think he liked the joke.
Full steam ahead!
Aye, aye, Captain!
We did it!
The elf pirate Redbeard and his crew return. It's a triumph!
Hooray!
So you got the treasure?
Nope.
You got your boat?
Nope.
So, in what way is this trip a triumph, then?
Well, we're not inside a big fish.
In that case, congratulations!
It's a shame the treasure's lost.
It's not lost. I know where it is, and no one will ever find it in the belly of Big Bad Barry.
That's true.
Of course it is, me tasty little fruit tree.
Nanny Plum, what was the joke you told Big Bad Barry?
It was, where do fish keep their money?
We don't know. Where do fish keep their money?
In a riverbank.
That's not very funny.
I know. It's a bit of a rubbish joke. But then fish find the silliest things funny. They have very small brains.
Where do fish keep their money? Oh, I get it. A riverbank. Oh, that's brilliant.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The Elf Windmill.
Nanny Plum, I'd like some bread with my egg, please.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. We haven't any bread this morning.
No bread? Then please magic some up.
I can't magic up bread without flour, and we've run out of flour.
Well, can't we order more flour from the elves?
I have, but as usual, the elf truck is late.
Nanny, the elf truck's here. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ollie.
Food delivery!
At last, Mr. Elf. King Thistle is waiting for his breakfast.
Well, today we've got mushrooms, tomatoes, baked beans, and of course, eggs. That should make a splendid king's breakfast.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Elf. But the only thing I need today is flour.
Flour?
Yes, flour for making bread. The king wants bread.
No problem. We'll pick up a bag of flour from the Elf Windmill.
Thank you, Mr. Elf.
Let's see. We should be able to deliver it next week.
Next week? But I need flour today.
Ah, you know what they say? You can't rush the Elf Windmill.
Maybe I should visit this elf windmill.
Of course, Nanny Plum. We can take you if you like.
The windmill sounds fun. Can I come too?
Of course. Hop aboard, Princess Holly.
There's the windmill.
Wow.
Hello, Ben. Hello, Holly.
Hello, wise old elf.
Ah, Nanny Plum.
Hi there. Can I have a bag of flour, please?
Certainly. We should have a bag of flour ready in a week.
But I need it now.
Ho ho! You know what they say. You can't rush the elf windmill.
Why not?
Ho ho! Don't you know how a windmill makes flour?
Of course I do.
Wise old elf, can you show us how it makes flour?
Of course I can. Follow me. Now, can anyone tell me what this is?
It's an elf.
No. What is the elf holding?
It's wheat.
Very good, Ben. And who knows what we do with wheat at the elf windmill?
I know. We take the wheat and we...
One moment, Ben.
Is it for sweeping the floor?
Oh, no. We use the wheat to make the flour. First, we put the wheat in this funnel. The funnel separates out the parts we need. Come and see. This way, everyone.
That doesn't look like flour.
We haven't finished yet, Princess Holly. Look, the wind turns the sails. The sails turn the cogs. And the cogs turn the grindstone. The grindstone crushes the grains of wheat, and out comes top-quality elf flour.
It's very slow.
That's why it takes a week to make a bag of flour.
Why can't it go faster?
The mill goes at the speed of the wind.
So, if we could make the wind go faster, the mill would go faster too.
Oh, yes. But we can't make the wind go faster.
I can.
Oh, now, I'm not sure you should use magic.
Oh, stop fussing. I'm always very careful when it comes to weather spells.
Nanny, can I do the spell too?
No, Princess Holly. You're much too young for dangerous weather spells.
Oh.
But you can watch me and see how it's done. Blow, winds, do your stuff. With all your might. Puff, puff, puff!
Ooh.
There. What did I tell you?
Well...
The windmill's going faster and faster.
You see, wise old elf? I know what I'm doing.
That sounded like thunder.
Did you do that, Nanny?
Me? No. I didn't magic up thunder, just wind.
Are you sure you haven't made a storm, Nanny?
Yes. Well, wind, storm, hurricane. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Oh, we're making so much flour, we're running out of sacks.
Nanny Plum, is this ghastly weather you're doing?
Oh, stop fussing. It'll get better in a moment.
It can't get any worse. Ah!
Oh, the mill's going crazy. It's making too much flour. Run, run, run for your lives.
Look how fast the sails are going.
Too fast.
The mill is out of control. It's filling up with flour.
Isn't that what it's supposed to do?
We have to slow the mill down.
All right. I'll just do some more magic to stop the wind.
No, thank you, Nanny Plum. We've had quite enough of fairy magic. Now it's time for some elf skill.
What's your plan, wise old elf?
We simply lasso the sails and stop the windmill. Take hold of this rope, elves.
Righto!
Are you sure this is a good idea?
We know what we're doing. Stand back, everyone.
He's got it.
Hooray!
Well done, wise old elf.
Told you it would work.
I hope they're okay.
They don't look very happy.
Elves are never happy.
Maybe you could stop the spell now, Nanny Plum. Ah!
What did he say?
Stop the wind!
Oh, OK. All winds, away you go!
Wise old elf, are you all right?
Of course I'm all right. I'm an elf.
I'll just get my bag of flour.
Nanny Plum, I strongly advise you not to open that door.
Oh, stop fussing.
Ben, look! There's your dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Ben.
Ah, Mr. Elf. Could you deliver one bag of flour for Nanny Plum?
She can have a whole truckload. I'll take it there right away.
Hooray!
Oh, thank you. That would be most kind.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Nature class.
Let's check you're all here. Holly, Violet, Rosie and Strawberry. Good. Now hold hands. I don't want to lose any of you in the woods.
Nanny Plum, do we have to do nature class today? It's boring. Yes. All we do is learn the names of trees. And mushrooms. And frogs.
Now, girls. Every young fairy needs to know the names of trees and mushrooms.
And frogs?
And frogs. Up ahead is a lovely example of a mugwort flower.
Ben, Barnaby, Jake and Lizzie. Good. Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, Wise Old Elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A wilted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, wise old elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise old elf. There's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a wilted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go!
Look!
Ah, an acorn.
Now, what does an acorn grow into?
Is the answer an oak tree?
I was asking the children.
Yes, but an oak tree is the right answer. What the wise old elf is trying to say is that this little acorn will grow into a huge oak tree.
Ooh! Cool! Can we see it grow now?
Oh, it will take years and years to grow into a tree.
We could give it some magical help.
Nane Palam, we agreed. No magic.
But look at the children's sad little faces. They'd so like to see the acorn grow into a tree.
No.
Please, Nanny Plum, make the acorn grow into a tree.
Yes,
please, Nanny Plum.
I'd love to, but it's up to the wise old elf.
Please, wise old elf.
Oh, very well.
I'll just do a little spell. Stand back, children.
Just a small tree, please.
Yes. Thunder and lightning, north winds blow, little acorn grow,
Wow!
Nane Palam. Is that your idea of a small tree?
It is big, isn't it? But I can easily make it smaller.
No, it's fine as it is. Let's move on. Next up, mushrooms.
Ah, good. Mushrooms.
Who can tell me what this is?
A toadstool.
Yes, correct. Now, you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very...
What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that you should never, ever eat a toadstool. It would make you very sick.
Indeed. So, never, ever eat a toadstool.
Yes, wise old elf.
Of course, I expect the wise old elf would like to sit on it.
What?
Elves love sitting on toadstools.
Madam, I think you will find it is gnomes that sit on toadstools.
Elves, gnomes, whatever.
You would never catch an elf sitting on a toadstool.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Elf.
Hello, Holly. I see you've found my special reading place. Ah, it just catches the sun at this time of day.
Yes. Here we have a toadstool.
With an elf on top.
Yes, with an elf on top.
He looks very happy.
Right, let's move on.
Yes, we have time for one last thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Elf.
Bye.
What do you think the last thing is?
I bet it's frogs. Nanny always shows us frogs. Yes, it'll be frogs.
Who can guess what we're going to see next?
Frogs.
Yes, we're going to look at frogs.
There aren't any frogs here.
Not one frog. Well, that's disappointing.
Can we go home now?
It's no problem. I'll turn one of us into a frog. Can I have a volunteer, please? Come on. Who wants to be a frog? Goodness, what a lot of miseries. I'll just have to do it myself. Zigzag zog, make me into a frog.
Wow!
A common frog. Look how slimy it is. And how smelly it is.
Stinky whiffy poo!
And how silly it sounds. Well, that brings today's nature class to a most satisfactory close. Nanny Plum, you can turn yourself back now.
I don't think Nanny Plum can turn herself back again.
She can't pick up her wand.
Oh, what a shame. Now, for your homework.
But Nanny Plum, we can't leave her as a frog.
Can't we? Oh, I suppose not. Which fairy wants to turn her back again?
Me!
All right. Holly, do your best.
I'm not sure what spell to use.
I'm sure Nanny Plum would want you to just have a go anyway.
OK, I'll try this. Abracazeri, frog to fairy. Oh, it worked.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oops. Sorry, Nanny.
You did very well, Holly. But you shook your wand a bit too hard. Abracazeri, frog to fairy.
Hooray!
You see, children, it's all in the wand control.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Fascinating, Mistress Plum. But if we might return to nature class for a...
Yes, children. What Mr. Old Elf is trying to say is that...
That brings today's nature class to a close.
That was the bestest ever nature class.
Thank you, Strawberry.
It was excellently cool.
Thank you, Barnaby.
So, from now on, Nanny Plum and the wise old elf always teach us nature class together.
All right.
Oh, if you insist.
Hooray!